Hey everyone, Lauren Boebert here outside the U.S. Capitol, where my team and I have just finished up the final edits on a bill to totally defund and prohibit the future formation of a so-called Disinformation Governance Board at the Department of Homeland Security. Here's an idea. Instead of trying to pull from the playbook of Stalin and Mao, how about securing our southern border so we don't have 3 million illegal aliens invading our country? How about building the wall so we don't have mobile morgues filled with dead migrant bodies? Mayorkas, stop acting like a dictator and try acting like you give a darn about the safety and security of your fellow Americans. Now is when we, the people, make our voices heard. We will not accept being called domestic terrorists for showing up to school boards, and we sure as heck won't be allowing these corrupt bureaucrats to create a ministry of truth to gaslight the American people. Oh, and yes, we will be impeaching this tyrant. My bill, the Protecting Free Speech Act, will be coming soon. So y'all, stay tuned.
That was Congresswoman Lauren Boebert there announcing that she has just finalised a bill to defund and prohibit the future Disinformation Governance Board. Ms Boebert slammed the Democrats, suggesting that perhaps they focus their attention to securing the southern border and not create a ministry of truth to gaslight the American people. It is being headed up by the Department of Homeland Security in an effort to combat disinformation online. The problem areas range from false information about the amount of human smugglers and illegal immigrants in the country, Russian disinformation in relation to elections, the Russia-Ukraine war, and COVID-19 vaccines. Nina Jankowicz was appointed to the board, but the decision was widely criticised as she has been accused of being heavily liberal with woke views. She's also been repeatedly called out for being a skeptic of the Hunter Biden laptop story. Former White House Chief of Staff Karl Rove said while it is a good idea to have a disinformation board, the appointee is the wrong person.
Look, this is an important function of the Department of Homeland Security, but they have put the absolute wrong person in charge of it. This needs to be somebody who is above reproach, and this woman is a highly partisan individual who, if she's in charge of disinformation and sorting the good from the bad, this is a woman who said that the Russians were behind the Hunter Biden laptop and that they were phony. Well, you know, wrong on all points. So while I believe it's an important mission of the Department of Homeland Security to help guide Americans by saying this is something that's coming from Russia or coming from a non-state actor that's attempting to unsettle the American population and bring about a decline in the trust in our institutions, they got to have somebody in charge of that we can believe. We can't believe her anymore.
Lauren Boebert isn't the only Republican to criticise the decision. Missouri Senator Josh Hawley tweeted, "If Joe Biden won't dissolve his unconstitutional disinformation board, Congress should. I will introduce legislation this week to eliminate the board and forbid the government ever to create another one. It's time to stand up for free speech." Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton also said the federal government has no business creating a ministry of truth. The Department of Homeland Security's Disinformation Board is unconstitutional and un-American, and I will be introducing a bill to defund it. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki was forced to defend the board today.
Just in terms of what the president wants out of this, does he want the people on this board to start censoring information that is not helpful to him?
Well, let me be clear on exactly what this board does, or what the work they are doing does. And in their announcement, which is publicly available on the Department of Homeland Security website for anyone to read, it says, quote, "The primary mission is to establish best practices to ensure that efforts to understand and respond to disinformation are done in ways that protect privacy, civil rights, and civil liberties, and the right to free speech."